This video I'm going to go step by step how to do the first drawing assignment. So first of all, double click your AutoCAD icon, or you can go to your menu and find AutoCAD. Take a minute to load, so just be patient. And we're going to start a new drawing. So first of all, let's go down here to the bottom. Let's turn off the grid. So see where this is blue, click on that so it's gray. Turn on the ortho. So that should be blue, and make sure that your object snap is turned on. That's blue. So you should at least definitely need those two icons turned on. Ortho mode and object snap. Okay, we use the line tool. You can click any point that you want. Move your cursor to the right. I'm going to draw the bottom line, but don't click the mouse. We're going to type in a distance. So using your keyboard, I'll type in 6, enter. Now let me zoom in a little. I'm going to move my mouse upward, but don't click it. Type in 3, enter. Move it to the left, 1.5, enter. Move it down, 1, enter. Left, 1.5, and I'm just following those dimensions on the drawing. And then down, 1 to the left, and that's 2. Up, that's 3. Remember, you have to enter at the end of each input, the numerical value to the left, 1, enter, and then just connect it back to the starting point. Hit escape to finish drawing. I'm going to hold down my middle mouse button and move it to the center of the screen. You can roll the wheel to zoom it in and out. Now I'm going to want to add my dimensions to this. So go up here to the dimension tool, click on that, and what you'll do is just click on the endpoints of the corners of the part. So we'll start here. See the green box? That's because you have that object snap turned on. It will lock onto those corners and to there, and then pull your dimension out so it's readable. Don't put it on the part. Don't put it too far away. Reasonable distance. Now notice how I'm going to hit escape. Notice how it's 4 decimal places. That's silly for this drawing, and it takes up way too much space. We've got to fit in a lot of dimensions, so let's fix that. So go up here to annotation, click on this icon here that's dimension style, go to modify, make sure you're on the primary units tab here, and where it says precision, we'll just scroll that down and click on the one that has 1 decimal place, so it's 0.0. Say OK, and then close that. And you see how the dimension updates. Alright, let's go back and continue with our dimensions. So from there to there is 3. Again, move it out so you got a little bit of space there. Across there. Oops, I missed my point. If you need to zoom it in, to see it better, that's fine. Now I'm going to put this up kind of high because I'm going to line up all my dimensions across the top. And then I'll just keep clicking these corners. Now in order to line these up, if you come back and click on the end of the arrowhead of that previous dimension, it'll line them all up. Corner to corner. And again, click on that arrowhead there. And that's fine. Now what the software did is it doesn't think there's enough room to fit that in there. We'll talk about that later as well. Now we need these height dimensions, so let's just continue on clicking the corners. Now remember, do not dimension on the part. Make sure that where you're placing your dimension is an empty space, so this is empty room around the part. And lastly, I'll put this one, it's kind of redundant, but I'll go ahead and put it on there. And I'll hit escape to finish dimensioning, and there's all the dimensions. Also want to put our name on there, so go up to text. We need a text box. Now you always put your information, your name, the part number, the part name, etc. on the lower right hand corner. So just click a little space, click the upper left hand corner, let go of your mouse, come down to the lower right, click it again, and then we'll have you type in your name, course number, and then the drawing number. That's bracket 131. And then if you hit enter, you're just going to get more lines of text. What you need to do is come up here and click close the text editor. And there we have our drawing. Now, in order to put it on a piece of paper, in order to create a PDF, we want to go to the layout space. That's what our paper is going to look like. So let's go to layout. So come down here and click on this layout tab, and that's our piece of paper. If it fits, if you can see everything, if you can read it, then just leave it like that. If you want to adjust that, bring your cursor inside this white space here. You have to be inside that border, and double click, and then you can use your wheel and roll it till you get it to where you can see everything on the paper. That's kind of a tight squeeze, so I'm going to have to scale it down a little. So I'll just go with something like that. That's fine. And we'll want to save it. So go up here, File, Save As. Remember, control where your files go. Don't just let it put into some random document file. So I showed you how to make a folder on your desktop. So go to Desktop, find your folder. There's mine. And give it a name. Now for your name, make sure you put your name in there. Oops, cap lock. So I'll call it Devore bracket 131. Make sure your name is on all of your drawings. Don't let the software just call it whatever name you want, and save it. And now we're going to make a PDF. So now we'll export it, create a PDF, and do the same thing. Leave the same name on it. It's going to go into the same folder, save it, and that's what you're going to send me for the assignment.